Hey dude, sorry I'm so late getting this to you, but yeah man, everything on this thing looks really good. It's kind of taking me a while to dissect this thing and actually come up with drills. There aren't really a whole ton of things that we can do, considering you're like 99% of the way there. But this is pretty standard movement video and what it looks like. Just the only real area, you can see this bar path here. You kind of have that movement here where it just goes straight into your hips as we go up. There's no real shift back and a weight transfer back into your hips. You do get your knees out of the way. We load our hamstrings really well here. And what I want you to think about is this position right here is absolutely perfect. You can see your knees are pushing out and back. We're getting by, your shoulders are over the bar. Everything looks pretty fantastic. The only thing that I would say we need to do more of here is activating your lats so we can pull that bar back into our body. And then you can see that as soon as we get by our knees, our first movement is with our back, and this is where we start to lose things. This frame right here is very telling of kind of where that weight stays in this whole movement. And instead of this being our chest coming up here and throwing our hips into the bar, we want just one more frame of this bar going back into our body. But like I said, man, this looks actually really good. This frame right here, you can see that this bar should be back in this area instead of out in front over our toes here. If we could shift that bar back into here, get that thing more over our heel, that would be ideal. But dude, we're nitpicking hardcore here, but you can see how from here, that weight shifted just slightly forward, which causes our chest to fly up, our knees shoot forward a little early. The bar gets to your hips, but you can see that that weight in our feet here is significantly more forward than we need. We want that foot flat on the ground here, and that weight to be driving out of our heels with that bar instead of being over the midfoot to be over our heels. From here, because we're a little bit forward early, our chest flies out just a tad bit early. Bar gets to our hips, but our hips are rushing through, and that punches the bar out and around our body. You can always tell where we're at in that finish. This back angle is not exactly ideal. We much prefer this to be straight up and down. What that means is that bar is going to take from here, we're going to finish up and have it sink. This angle, or this line right here, is going to be less pronounced, and it's going to come in here and more straight up and down. Dude, as far as drills go, I would spend a lot of time coming from the hang, deadlifting the bar to here, and then setting the bar into this position here. And instead of having it here, like this is a really good position, but this, you can see we start to get a little more forward. I'd rather see those knees push back and more vertical, and that's the position that we want to work on. Keeping those shins vertical here, pushing your hips back more, and jumping from that position. Like I said, dude, this thing's taken me forever to kind of diagnose and find out where you lost this thing. It looks really good. If we can just get those knees backing out of the way and be a little bit more patient from that low hang to the mid hang, everything's gonna look pretty good. Ideally, if you have more videos of a little bit heavier stuff, it'd probably be a little bit easier. My guess is as the weight gets heavier, this line here, instead of coming back into your body, actually ends up pulling you a little bit more forward. The hips rush through even more, and that's a little bit more pronounced. But send me more. I'll get these things done, and dude, it looks really good. You're fast as shit. We just need to get that weight transfer back into our heels more, stay back on the bar, pull it into your body, and just get a little bit more vertical with that chest instead of trying to recover. Awesome seeing this dude. Holler.